Hello everyone, and welcome to another week of Adam vs. James here at TheEndStep.com. This week, I'm going back to my roots a little bit and playing Esper, but I'm playing pretty much Ben Stark's Esper deck from the the Pro Tour Gate Crash. I have made a couple of changes to it, so let's take a look at it. They were all on board the 4 Augur of Bolas, which has been great for me, and Restoration Angels, which I'm not a fan of, as I've written about, but I have been trying them and they've been okay. I will be playing them today. Also playing the 2 Snapcasters, which is like the consensus. 4 Revelations, also I'm a little against this. I prefer 3 versus 4, but 4 Revelations. 2 Planar Cleansing as long as 4 Supreme Verdicts. The Planar Cleansing are pretty much just to kill problematic things, like any permanents that we don't like Planeswalkers, for example. They can be really good against this deck. Then Think Twice and a full complement of Azorius Charms for both for card draw and a little early control, as well as the Dramatic Rescue, which has been awesome for me in testing. I think this card's pretty sweet. 2 Dissipates, which I feel is a little low in terms of counter magic, but they're there. 2 Devour Fleshes for a little more removal, and the only main deck change that I made was I cut the ultimate price for a Victim of Night. I think Victim of Night just kills much more things. It's much more tighter on the edges. It kills a lot more things that you care about, where Ultimate Price can't. So to play Victim of Night, I did alter the mana base a little bit. I cut 2 basics, the Plains and the Island, for a Godless Shrine and another Watery Grave. So I had a little bit more black, and I didn't lose the colors that I was cutting, so should be good. Still playing the full complement of Nephalia Drownyards, and this list plays 27 lands, so we'll see if that's an issue or not, but it wasn't an issue for anybody else, so it shouldn't be an issue for me. So that's the main deck, and I'll take a look at the sideboard. Alright, here we are with the sideboard for the Esper Control deck. It's very similar to what they already had, but I did make a couple of changes. I went +1 Gloom Surgeon because, aggro decks or fast aggro decks, like, Naya or humans, are all the rage, and Gloom Surgeon is the new hot tech against quick aggro decks. He's almost unkillable, and he blocks extremely well. Tragic Slip is a small contestant to Aristocrats, or namely Falcon Wrath Aristocrat. And any other problematic X ones, but it's pretty much just the Aristocrat. So is Terminus. It's just a much better board wipe than Planar Cleansing and the Aristocrats matchup, or if you ever do play zombies. I know Black-White Zombies is kind of on the fringy play, but people are playing it. That's pretty much my aggro hate. And then I have my control hate in the form of Duress, Negate, and Psychic Spiral, which is mostly for the mirror match. And Witchbane Orb, which is both excellent against the mirror match and against Jund, when they have lots of things they can target you, like Rakdos Return or I don't know, any other spell, like all their discard and whatnot. And then my graveyard hate that I will never leave anywhere without, because the worst matchup for you is always going to be the graveyard deck that you don't have any hate for, because they always go over the top of everybody, so I never leave home without something in my sideboard, because I hate the unexpected and I want to be prepared for everything. I mean, that's what sideboards are for, right? You try and cover as most matchups as possible. So I'll have my 2 rest in pieces for graveyard hate, just because I don't want to lose to that kind of matchup. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's really nothing to note that's contention. I am playing one more Duress than they did, just because I feel like Duress is really good in the matchups where you bring it in. So I went up on that. I'm not playing anything like Angel of Serenity. I think those are just really large and clunky cards, and I'd rather just board wipe them, or use a Verdict or whatever to take over the game, and keep going with the win condition in the form of Drownyard. I know it's really good against mid-range matchups, but I'd rather just push the little advantage that I can build with a board wipe. And I feel like Angel's too slow, honestly. A little too clunky for me. So that's the sideboard as I have it for today, and we'll see how it does. Thanks.